Yo, YouTube. Come on. Greetings and salutations. It's your boy Uncle Jay.
That's Jay.
And on the left coast, the best coast, the west coast, it's your boy C-Man.
Curtis Magic. Curtis Magic, the West Coast Wizard.
Yo, West Coast Wizard, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah,
man?
I'm living the dream. You know what
How
I'm
are things in California these days?
Oh, you know, everything's on fire. It's straight, though.
Oh, well, that's problematic.
We'll be all right.
Now, here's the deal. Everybody out there in freestyle land knows that there's a gold standard show that features some of the best freestylers out there, and that is Sway in the Morning. Sing about it, my man. You know about Sway in the Morning.
It's 5 fingers of gold.
That's right. So 5 Fingers of Death is a segment that Sway does on his show, and he brings in the best MCs, both MCs from the rap world, but also he brings in a lot of entertainers that also have the ability to throw some bars down. And so we decided,
however,
we think it's crazy. We think it's absolutely bananas that Sway has never invited our boy and your boy, a member of H-Mack Nation, the leader of H-Mack Nation, the namesake of H-Mack Nation, Harry Mack, to sit across from him and spit on 5 Fingers of Death. I know all of you are probably like, of course you're supposed to be doing that. Of course he's supposed to be doing that. As far as I know, it's never happened. Our new midweek segment is going to be, let's get H-Mack in that 5 Fingers scenario.
Let's get it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to match him up against current 5 Fingers of Death videos that we have out there. And, you know, as you know, Curtis and I are both big time improv guys. We did improv for years together, musical, non-musical. We love the comedy scene and
non-comedy.
And some
we did a lot of non-comedic scenes together.
Yeah. One of our would put him on the Mount Rushmore in terms of comedic genius from the improv perspective.
Oh, yeah.
Is your boy Wayne Brady.
Right? Wayne Brady.
Not just the host of Let's Make a Deal, but also from Whose Line Is Anyway, and a lot of other things. We're trying to make a stand here. We're building a platform to try and get Harry Mack on 5 Fingers of Death.
2 legends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
one put musical improv on the map, pretty much.
Absolutely.
You know, and then one's up and coming.
And one is just walking holiness when it comes to off the top rhymes right now. So Guerrilla bars.
Guerrilla.
Never seen any Guerilla bars.
No.
So we're gonna introduce him to Guerilla bars. We're gonna introduce him with one of my favorite Guerilla bars, which is Guerilla Bars 3. Now, granted, I may not be everybody's, but I love it. You get to see the progression. Got a couple of little nuggets in there that are kind of my favorites. I'll probably mention that in the video.
Go for some little nuggets.
Oh yeah, I had some nuggets this afternoon.
Oh, congratulations.
Much worse than what we're gonna see tonight. If you're loving the channel, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being a part of the fam. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we are actually going to be introducing a Patreon, page. And so if you're interested in supporting the channel in any way, we got some nuggets.
Let's go.
Now, we're not going to send anybody.
We got some little nuggets.
But we got some features, maybe some content, some one-off things and some things that, Curtis and I can do together. In order to, keep the folks entertained out there.
Wow. I'm going there right now. Click.
If you're interested, click on the link and check out the Patreon. But appreciate you guys coming through. And you know what? Without gilding the lily any further, let's jump into Guerrilla Bars 3, where Harry Mack sets the world on fire. Hadouken! Yeah!
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. H-Mack. Yeah.
I like
Mack
the pink
Attack.
flower shirt. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah. Metro.
Kind of lo-fi carrying the old tubes.
He's chill. He's chill AF.
All right. Checking out the topography of
Oh, look, it's the dirt and the grass.
It's just taking a nap.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it down in the spot now. Every time I'm spitting, I'm coming with a hot style. So I'm throwing words, I'm gonna put it in the rhyme. Harry Mack, you know I do it all the time. Yeah, I be better than the mother fakers. I be ill with the flow, that's just mother nature. When
Oh,
it
get it.
rhyme, it go with the circuit brain. Matter of fact, I be hitting like a fucking hurricane. Mother nature ain't nothing you can do about it. But when it comes to kicking lyrics, I'm truly the proudest. Yeah, grab the microphone and then I do bust. I be meaning and cleaner than cheap right after toothbrush. Harry Mack, yo, I do shit the best. Matter of fact, I be fresh like your mouth at the crest. Yeah, when I'm on it, I'm a lyrical boss. I use the toothbrush, but I rap, so I gotta floss. Come on, I do it proper when I'm in the spot now. Every time I'm spitting, I'm coming with the hot style. Yeah, I grab the microphone and then I'm ailing. What was your word? I'm pretty sure you said spilling. I put her on the spot. Every time I kick a lyrics, people can tell it's hot. Yeah, I'm here to drop my sound for the nation. And my flow's built on a strong foundation. Harry Mack, yo, you know I'm quite major. If I was the building, I would be a skyscraper. Harry Mack, yo, it's the people who I rock for. Matter of fact, I'm skyscraper sitting at the top floor. What was it? Yeah, I do it larger and I get pumped up like a charger.
There it is.
You know
He snuck it in.
I like the girl's got that Wonder Woman stance the entire time.
Draining their battery. Come on, I do it better than the rest. Yo, when I'm on the microphone, I'm coming with finesse. Come on, yeah, all these rappers hopping all up on me. Show my homie who's dancing under the palm tree. Harry Mack, yo, I'm ready to smash.
There he is.
The palm tree is grass, what? No, I'm about to bust.
This dude is not a part of the crew.
Yeah,
I mean, I would say trust. Like, I don't trust this cat.
Yeah, I don't trust this
You know I'm about to keep my promise. It's Harry Mack, I'm so sick, I just vomit. Yeah, hey yo, I came through with my own shirt. As a matter of fact, I kill these verses like it's homework. Yeah, Harry Mack, you know I'm about to rip it fools. Yeah,
One girl could stand up, right?
Cause they never taught me how to rock
Real
like
Harry
it's Harry
Mack.
Mack. I was ripping and I brought it right. Yo, people get together when I'm on it, I'm just rocking on. Shout to my girl with the socks, I shade octagon. Yeah, Harry Mack,
Okay.
me. How about over here? No words from y'all? I'ma serve them all.
Uh-oh, your boys got them J3 Katrinas. Bro, you sneak
I do what you want. I'm pulling off the sun every time I'm rolling the blunt. And matter of fact, yo, my verses they be lasting too long. Yo, fuck a blunt. I'ma step on that and pack up the bong. Yeah, man, keep it moving. Yo, my lyrics
like an
about to
Eminem
start. I don't need a bong. I'll be smoking that.
My assumption is that upper, like,
upper thigh
tattoos got it.
Yeah, it goes down when they throw in the words. The flow is absurd. And Harry Mack, I'm sick, I can't be carried. Yo, I do it proper on the
People just
ground.
coming out the woodwork with their camera phones.
Yeah, Harry Mack, I'm
that's
never
what I be
weaker.
doing.
Came through the Venice, now I'm bumping through the speaker. My flow's sorta cool. I ignore you fools with the speaker portable. Yeah, Harry Mack, y'all just be filling the room. I came through the Venice Beach with the UE boom. Yeah, came to get busy, but the girls
you wanna buy it.
y'all fucking with the Mac, please make some noise. You guys, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Harry Mack.
Casually crossing the old street there.
I'm really good.
Is that 3rd Street Promenade, maybe, or the main street right there?
Random things that I see in here. Would you guys be down to like throw out words for me to freestyle about real quick?
What's the freestyle?
What are,
Oh, dope. Okay, let me start the
I
beat
mean, he
real
made
quick.
ice cream right
You're
now.
on it.
This is gonna be good.
Oh, that was, he shot that sideways look at the camera guy. Like,
Yeah.
on camera?
Think you better than the Mac, homie, that's a nice dream. I grab the mic and then I melt you like some ice cream.
Ice cream.
Sarah Mack, I be staying in my zone. She be eating out the bowl, but she be eating out the cone.
Yeah.
Sarah Mack, you know my lyrics are raw. If I need to get the ice cream, I
Observational
get
wisdom.
H Mack going busy, yo, I'm ready to perform. Hey, yo, I'm fresh with the lyrics, people, I tried to warn. Listen, if you step incorrect, then I might murder you. I serve it full. My girl, she got the G with stripes and vertical. Going on the overalls, I match it to the
Pretty
outfit.
neat, too.
These rappers stepping up the neck, it seems they not about shit. Yeah, and when I want it, I got lyrics aplenty. I came through the kicks and styles up at Abbott Kenny. Never seen ya.
Oh, they're in Abbott Kenny, okay.
In fact, my flow is water like bottles of Aquafina.
Hey.
And Creamer, I came to go deeper, I'm getting paid. Just like what you got on your face, I'm throwing shade. The rappers who don't know where I'm at, you know I'm so fly. Plus, she got the hair bun laced up with the bow tie. It's Harry Mack, yo, I'm ready to rip. She got the bow tie on top, cause she's such a gift. Yo, Harry Mack, I do it, someone throw another word out. Lyrics never heard about. When I'm on the mic,
Keep
they
on
going
that flow.
crazy. I give birth to the verse, so these lyrics are my baby. It's Harry Mack. When
Oh,
I'm
your
on
girl
the mic,
called her
it's
out.
elevation.
My
I'ma
friend is
shake your
pregnant.
hand right now. Congratulations. Yeah, Harry Mack, and yo, I'm really about to rise above you.
She was
The
like,
freestyle
I'm not
lover,
pregnant. What are you
she's
doing?
about to be a mother.
Yeah.
It's Harry Mack, yo, you know I can't recoup. When I'm on the microphone, I'm repping for my group. Yeah, I got the ill vibe, that's what I provide. Take you for a ride. People came to join in on the side. Yo, I really do it better. Got the lyrics that are clever. hammer, got the skills you couldn't measure. He got watch man made a leather. Harry Mack, I put it down. I'm feeling so empowered. Plus, he got a Hawaiian shirt. The
bob my head to this?
Harry Mack, I'm running up a fake with the rhymes. Thanks for chilling and listening. I'm done taking your time. It's Harry Mack.
It is funny, like sometimes people just look super confused. Like, is he really doing this? Is that a radio?
Harry Mack, get it hotter than the sauna. Smoking all these
Oh,
microphones like
yeah.
marijuana. Represent Los Angeles.
You know, this is one of my favorites of all time.
Caught some brand new cannabis. Yeah, Harry Mack, you know I keep the flow free. Winning every title, I be leaving with the trophy. Yeah, every time I spit, I'm rhyming too bold. I get the trophy for the title and it's shining in gold. Yeah, Harry Mack, I'm throwing the darts. I hit the bullseye with flows fly. You know that they sharp. Come on, I'm cutting through them every spit. It's been true. If my lyrics sharp, then I call them a Ginsu.
Ginsu, okay.
With the rhymes you can't believe. Yo, you rappers ain't really artists, y'all just some fleas. Harry Mack, I do it. Yo, I am the man. Hey, yo, I'm adding lyrics together like ampersand.
The way when he used that the first time.
Hold up with weed, I rolled up. I'm about to blow up. I'm really gonna explode. I'm who they envy. I'm about to cop some cannabis from MMD. Yeah, headed off the corner, #1 performer. Tried to warn ya, I be shining like the sun in California. This the person right here who I'ma rap at. I could grab that and then flip off your snapback, but I won't, cause that's my man. I gotta
get ready.
Harry Mack, I'm spitting lyrics, y'all can understand.
Hand off.
You don't drop the ball, neither.
What's up with the coupon? Yeah.
It's an advertisement.
I'm never dressed like nobody's take me in the sky.
Yeah.
2 times to go and 2 times to blow. It's Harry Mack and your boy PC.
Oh,
DC boy! DC baby!
That was dope.
That was sick. But I'm not a rapper.
I'm not a rapper.
I'm just here.
I'm into that Mrgij.
All right, let me get one about you, bro. Check it. Yo, Harry Mack, when I'm on it, yo, I flow off the head. And everything I smoke is green and blue like your dreads. Yeah, Harry Mack, yo, you know I'm ill off the brain. He said, no, I'm not a rapper, but I still got a chain. Yeah, Harry Mack, I do it when I'm spitting, I'm shining. I be rhyming, I'm blinging kind of like my man's diamonds. Yeah, and I can rap up the top like no other man. I got something different inside of my rubber bands.
Wow, okay.
You know, I'ma stack them up. Every time I'm spitting, yo, I got the people acting up. Yeah, nobody spit that hard. When he hear me do a line, he's like, that kid got bars. Yo, I throw down with the lyrical ammo. I slam foes. He be walking up in the camo. I'm Rambo. Harry Mack, yo, you know I'm off the head with raps. He got the Jordans, the gray, red, and black. Yeah.
That's 4 breads. Got them 4 breads for all you sneakerheads.
Okay, what you got? Yeah.
Oh, PC? Oh, I thought PC was about to go off
I
again.
come with the true flow, trying to write a couple pop hits like
Okay,
Bruno.
ladies.
Hey, Mac, I'm on it,
I'll see
I'ma
you
shine with the stars. Something like the homie Bruno, I be blasting the Mars. Hey,
Okay.
Mac, next level, man, you know how it goes. I be improvising live while I'm kicking the flows.
They're feeling it. They're feeling your boy
I be
Abe.
leaving the bug in the fog, off the leash like a dog. It's Harry Mack when I'm spitting, man, you know that I
Shoot your
stay
shot,
strong.
dog.
Matter of fact, I'm growling like I was a K9. Harry Mack, I'm on it, I be keeping the rap sick. If I was a dog, then I guess I'd be rabid. Yeah, when I'm on it, I'll be ready to strike. But unlike a rabid dog, I ain't never gonna bite. Did you say yellow? Cool, my freestyle's mellow. Harry Mack, off the top, I be the most fresh fellow. Yeah, I be the rhyme programmer.
Right.
If it's a fruit and it's yellow, then I guess it's banana. If it's
Okay.
a fruit and it's red, then I guess it's an apple. Or maybe
The
it's
reset.
a fruit. I be messing with
Scheming
that,
on him,
though. Hey,
scheming.
Mac, yo, I call it out however it goes. I be spitting non-stop, way too clever with flows. Yeah, every time I spit, y'all know my rhymes are prime. Tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. Yeah.
Come
Yo,
on.
Mac, yo, I make 'em aware.
neck.
Yo, I hit rappers with miss. I'm talking Sierra. Yeah, every Mac I call it out, I'm dropping the names. All these rappers get to ducking when we live in the flames. H-Mac, I do it when I'm on it, I'm prime. And she got the braids with silver so her braids can shine. Harry Mack, when I'm on it, yo, I'm spitting
she been
it
smiling
red.
this
I
whole
it
thing,
eerie.
loving
When I
it,
rap, I'm never a square. Come on, it goes down and they love how I'm rhyming. But the square headed sideways, so now it's a diamond. We shining. Harry Mack, I came with the style. Alright, I've been taking up your time for too much a while. I'ma go to high fives. Harry Mack, the flow is loot. I'ma let y'all get right back to your photo shoot. Harry
okay.
Mack, yo, I make head spin. Coming off for the top, y'all, once again.
It's like that.
Thank you so much.
Oh, they're like, can I get them digits?
Man, for real.
H-Mack doing what I want.
Can I get his
Okay, beat switch.
You know I'm really all up on the shit. Keeping it moving, man. You know that never
He
tried.
just-
Treating rappers
he
kind of
sound
like
like
that, they
he
get
sound
fried.
like
H-Mac, yo, I go past them all.
Sometimes you gotta
Yo,
do
I
it.
bounce
Just
over
keep making
tracks like a
moves.
basketball.
What's up
Come
now?
on, H-Mac, man, you know what? This reflection live, kind of like my homie over here. It's rhyme exercise. H-Mac, yo, I do what I need, getting hype. Shot my homie with the Adidas stripes. H-Mac, doing proper, yo, I get you high like a weed sack. Hold up, Alex, we gon' need that. Yo, that looks like it holds the phone. Yo, Harry Mack, yo, you know I'm never a clone. It's like this, yo. Oh, there it is, there it is.
Oh, I mean, yo, man,
Go.
he's got places to be.
Yo, check
Don't
it.
stop that grind. Can't stop that
All
grind.
right, DJ.
Can't stop that grind.
Yo, check it. Harry Mack, I use my mind like a weapon. Kinda like this dude, I'm lyrically flexing. H-Mac, man, you know I'm about to spit it, y'all. Hold up, and like his legs,
I did mine earlier.
H-Mac,
Oh,
yo,
yeah,
I stay
yeah,
up in the
yeah.
set mode. Yo, I grab the microphone and then I let go. Come
I do a
on,
lot
it's
of
Harry
this.
Mack, I kill a rap song.
French onion.
I'm a homie with the hat
Cheese.
on. H-Mac doing it proper, you know I'm lasting too long. And like his body, yo, my lyrics is strong. H-Mac, when I'm on it, yo, the people gon' thank me. Hold up, dude, can you tell me why mine's so lanky? Goddamn, I gotta be putting them curls in. It's Harry Mack, such a Mac, I'm making your world in. Yeah, every time I spit, you know that it's fresh, and like the brand of his hat.
He's got like a cantaloupe in his
What I'm
arm.
doing, it's a mess. When I spit it, yo, you know I just be spitting the best. I got him hitting his chest. Yeah, it goes down when I'm up in the spot. Yo, I kick all the lyrics and they
You
love
know,
it a lot.
Harry's gotta
Yeah,
keep
when
it
I'm on
positive
the
with
mic,
these
yo, I
cats.
kill
You
the
don't
shit
want that to go
exactly. Shot my
sideways,
homie who be
right?
barefoot with the khakis. H-Man calling out
Okay.
what I'm seeing though. Can't hold me down cause I'm getting free with flows. Yeah, it goes like that. I got the rare look. Yo, my homie be
Everybody at Venice just ripped? Is that how that goes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Not a crayon. Shot my homie black socks and white
there
pants.
they are.
Yeah, I be doing whatever. I'm feeling whatever. I'm killing. You know that I'm drilling into your man.
Oh,
I don't need pen or pencil. I never take
Got
the
a lot of
sand. So I
words in
told
that
you.
spot.
Got a microphone and then I banned you. Yeah, I get on the mic and I be reckless. Shot my homie with the purple stone necklace. H-Mac doing everything he wanna. I be smoking microphone
Okay,
and marijuana.
getting a dap.
Thank you guys. Yo, much respect to you cause I'm six and wise. High five.
Oh, even in the thank yous, keeping bars on bars on bars.
Bars on bars. He just walks away with bars.
Oh, your boy got his phone out like, yo, man.
Yo, that's me right there.
Okay,
Yo, tag me in a video.
Hell yeah.
Tag me in a fucking that shit crazy. I need to see the footage. Hell yeah, I got that. I'm gonna get your email, whatever. I need
Motivation.
to see that footage.
Okay.
Oh, check this out. Come on. That's right, yo.
No bridal squad, get it, girls.
Hold up, let me fix my mic real quick. Okay, all right, good to know, good to know.
Wow, that's the whole crew.
Yo,
Yeah, I guess
yo.
so. Gamma, gamma, gamma.
Okay, after this.
I'll battle you right now.
Hold up. Harry Mack,
Right on the
so
streets.
Yeah, I walk away
he was
too,
like,
bro.
dog, I'll battle you right now.
Don't
I said,
know.
yo, press a master disc, but hold
Get
on,
8
I'm
Mile
about to rap
real
into
quick.
it after this. Yeah, Harry Mack, ain't nobody live as me. Congratulations to my girl, she's so proud to be. Yeah,
Okay.
I got the style,
Yeah.
so you know it's scary. My name is Harry. Congrats to her for getting married. Yeah,
Yo, the squad is feeling you, boy. Look at all them smiles.
H-Mack getting down when I'm up in the spot. Yeah, everything I'm kicking off the top is too hot. Yeah, it's too hot. Yo, it's smoking hot. Don't joke a lot. Shot my girl in the polka
The
dot.
bride may
H-Mack
have had
calling out,
something
yo,
to
I'm
drink.
hitting the red
Well,
snap. Flesh sheet of
feel
match,
like
black top to the black
that's pretty
hat.
standard.
Come on, it
That's
goes down, you
standard
fucking
procedure.
straight
No, it's
dance.
no
Shout
judgment.
to my girl,
Venice.
she be rocking the Ray
Yeah.
Bans. H-Mack doing it, you know I'm too proper. The showstopper. Every time
That one
it's
girl
like
go
an
holding the
opera.
American flag?
Yeah, I keep going, I don't stop till I'm dead. Like this, my lyrics come off the head. Harry Mack, yo, I raise the mic like the one. Show my girl, cause she bleeds the hair blonde. Harry Mack, put it down proper, yo, you know I'm tight fresh. She be showing up to the wedding, rocking the white dress. Harry Mack,
Yeah.
doing it for girls and boys. If you're feeling what you're hearing, please make some noise. Alright, we still in the back. Every time I'm on the mic, you know I'm catching right. Yeah, before I kick around, you know I gotta think first. She be chilling in the white top and the pink skirt. Harry Mack, I put it down proper and I'm so
Guys, I
cold.
was
But you got
so
the ill
drunk when
iPhone
Harry
with the
Mack was here. I was
Rose
so
gold. Yeah, it
drunk.
goes down so correctly.
think he
Rappers talking shit on my
rhymed.
name, they don't affect me.
can't remember,
I'm a
though.
killer, especially if they are a fake lord. Shot my homie in the yellow t-shirt with the skateboard.
Man, there.
Yeah,
Hey,
when
I
I
love
rock
you
hard,
guys.
hold on, dog, get out of here. You ain't the wedding party.
catch
Oh,
a break.
no. It's cool to say. Yeah, when I'm on the mic, I'm about to
Dap.
go for days. Yeah, no one do it better. I'm a master like a shredder. I be getting to the cheddar. She be looking like a leopard. Yeah, it's Harry Mack, so you know I got it. Kinda like the pattern on the
Cougar.
shirt, getting spotted. H-Mack coming through, so you know I spit from the heart. I
Might
be
be your
coming
deal
with some
later.
genuine parts. Yeah, I read it off the top.
Genuine
It's
parts.
so
Oh,
obscene.
okay,
I'm
I'm
ready for the
sorry.
older team. Yeah, Harry Mack
Reading
doing
the
it. You know
fine
I
print
keep it
down
straight
there.
like the top of your dress. All these rappers getting cut. Yeah, I'm doing what I feel I'm on time. Once I get to spitting, yo, you know it's on side. Every time I'm on it, I be living with the flow. When I start kicking the lines, the girls say, oh. Every time I'm rocking, y'all know that it's cute.
They're like a young Bradley Cooper came and rapped to us on the street.
With the shorts and the jeans. Yeah, Harry Mack, you know I'm about to do it now. They got their arm around each other. Harry Mack, I'm like another. I'll be fatter than the blubber. every time I kill it, I erase this. She got the white and pink bracelet. Hey, yo, I call what I see though. Up top, I be banging with the free flow. Yeah, I knew y'all would be loud. I knew if I got the bride, I could form a whole crowd. Yeah, that's all that I had to do. Harry Mack, yo, that I do. Yo, when I'm on the mic, yo, I'm coming with the fly crew. When you getting married, you better say I do. Otherwise, high five, fuck it. I love you guys. Thank you, bro.
Wow.
I mean, that was fire right
Like
there.
he went for about an hour just then.
Yeah, I mean, describing every
I
outfit.
see these two dudes watching in the distance. Harry Mack, I bring everyone together. I be
Well, he is, I mean, no tourist is safe. Mack is on the hard one.
Better not go to the beach today. Get spat,
Mack,
right?
you won't even know you rap is buried. I do it in a hurry. She got the head is curly. Yeah, I'm driving everybody crazy. Your hair reminds me of that. Wavy. I'm working up another notion. Got the potion. Got these rappers overdosing. Yeah, hey, yo, it might be rare. Yeah, if I kick the lyrics, then they likely there. Harry Mack, when I'm on to get my psyche clear. Yo, I be walking on clouds like Nike Airs. Come on. Harry
Also,
Mack,
I'm not
man, I
mad at
sweat
those
the
Pumas.
reports.
Those
She
are
came
clean
through with
Pumas.
stripes and sweat shorts.
Well
Harry
done on
Mack,
the
yo, I'm
Pumas.
flowing off the brain. Yo, rappers getting sweaty like some Hanes. Bro, so I'ma play the post, yo. I'ma do the most, yo. Harry Mack, I'm coming with the gross flow. Yeah, and you know
Gross
I
flow.
just be rapping in the jam. Everybody slapping on their hand. Coming around and yo, I'm getting the vibes. And every time I'm off the top, you know I'm spitting it live. Yeah, check it. When I'm on the mic, I'm feeling gleeful. This the main cameraman. This shit is for B-roll. Yeah, and I'm not gonna stop.
There it is.
Harry Mack, up the top lyrics too high.
incorporating
Yeah,
everything.
Way far out of reach, got more lyrics to teach. I step up and I preach. I told you I'ma get it. They loving the way I spit it. Every bar I spit gon' land. Harry Mack gon' rock the jam.
This crowd is less jazz.
Enthusiastic.
Physically.
Yeah.
Well, I just got some good verbal lessons.
Maybe they just have not had as much libation,
Yeah.
Yeah,
restoration as they.
hey yo, my
Bridal
lyrics
group.
hella clever. Strong dudes next to me make me look better. What can I say? Yo, I really put
Oh,
the
your
work
boys,
in. Killing
Flex
every
Bros are
freestyle,
back.
that much is
Get it
Flex
on the
Bros.
physics tip.
Yeah, hey yo, I spit in his death. Yo, shout the homies here who be getting they reps. Yeah,
Yo, he's dropping bars while they're on bars.
Bars on bars on
I can't
bars.
even do one of those.
What's up?
Many Oreos.
Oh.
We left the
Or you know
beach.
what, Cheez-Its.
Oh, here we go. Behind the scenes.
Cheez-Its, or
This is the only kind of content Harry Mack gives you everything. Behind the
feel like-
scenes, front of the scenes, through the scenes.
Suddenly we're in like Minnesota or something.
Well, it looks like a pretty standard.
It's a bungalow. I guess it is. Yeah.
Bungalow style apartment there.
Is he in Venice? I don't. Not
I
that I
doubt
want to stalk him or anything. Is that where he
That
stays?
sounds a little bit like maybe you want to find out where.
Maybe I just want. Maybe I just want to just go by. Be like, yo,
Well,
just, can I pump your
this?
gas for you, Harry? Oh, he told me no.
I wonder if that's a
Wow.
concert. How? Whew.
Man,
I mean,
let's go.
yo, he did it. Yo, he did it. I don't know if Wayne Brady
did it.
stands.
He
for
brought it
this, to be
home.
Perfectly honest with you.
Brought it into his apartment.
I mean, yeah, all the way home. Yeah, he went.
He
all the way
gassed
home.
it up
He did. He
into
gassed.
his car. No, it was the.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Any
I can
more?
do
Do
this.
you have
I
any
can
more?
do this all day. I can do this
How
all
many dad
day.
jokes can you
All day.
possibly? I don't know. If
I
you
got lots
went to
of them.
school for dad jokes or what was going on.
Yeah, it's because I
Um,
got all them children. It's all over. It's all
Well, what'd you
over.
think, man? I mean, it was absolute fire
It's
from
fire.
top to bottom.
Fire,
I
top
mean,
to
for
bottom.
me, I loved the bridal group, the energy that they
Yeah.
brought, but also this
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he systemically hit almost everybody in the line.
He did.
And of
He
course, for
spent some
me,
time on it. Yeah.
one of my all-time Hall of Fame moments for Harry Mack, in my opinion, is when he raps with PC Baby. Like, you know, just
yeah.
showing the
That's
love,
dope.
showing support for the community. I remember another reactor said, Harry Mack is a real one because he's not
Real
about
deal.
just pushing his own name. And I thought PC, I thought that was some flame bars that he threw out because it was
flame.
IRL. Like he was talking about coming to the shop and we'll give you a discount and all that stuff. Just a great,
Right.
just a great opportunity. I
That
mean,
was
just a
hype.
great,
I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved the
absolutely.
trade-off was fluid. Once
Yes.
again, it reminded me of Harry, where they were just feeling each other.
Yeah.
Subconscious thing. It was pretty
Teamwork.
dope because it wasn't like awkward where like Harry was like going for half a bar and then there wasn't anything like that.
Yeah, and it didn't look like
Smooth.
PC had that same sort of, I'm going to come in at the right moment. And Harry just backed right off, right? Like he could have kept trying to go, oh, okay, now I'm going to back off. But Harry, like again, going back, and I'm going to throw this out. I found out through through the most recent happy hour, Harry's background, jazz drumming. So he is,
Wow.
like kind of a musical savant, if
Not
you will.
surprised. Yeah.
And so,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he's just got that kind of skill. What did you?
Rhythmic prowess.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
it
did
was
you?
it was
yeah,
sick.
what
It
were you
was
feeling?
fire. I was just tripping on like how long of stretches he'd have that were just like so tight. They're so dope. Like his stamina, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh yeah.
And there were like one or two little spots where he had to jam some syllables in there. It didn't really scan.
Right. Okay. I feel you. I feel you.
But other moments, it was just like, you know, it was extra. It was like, I mean, very impressive. So I kind of feel like that's a wash. Like almost don't want to hold that against him, because somebody was saying that one of our viewers threw it up in the comments, like the scale, like you need a larger scale than 10 at this point. I mean, and it makes sense. Harry exceeds expectations, even the expectations you have for him. Right. So when that happens, like, what do you do with that?
But I also think it goes back. I remember hearing another reactor talk about the fact that when he hears the mistakes, I think it might have been Iconic, who's one of the. He's the guy who does his. He will mediate or admin his. His Discord.
Right.
And he said every time.
No, I'm just
I don't know if I'd say it quite like that. Iconic shout out, man.
His office administrator. Right. That's more PC. baby.
PC baby, yeah. Anyway, no, but he said one of the things he appreciated about watching Harry make a mistake is that it is live and off the top, right?
That is so true, man. I said that before, something similar. Like, I actually appreciate when I see, because that makes me go like, oh, well, this is clearly not written. This isn't a stunt. Like, you see every once in a while, you can see the cogs turning. Like, that's good, because you're like, oh, he's a human, and he's not like, man. But
and even pointing to the fact that this is the evolution, right? Like, this is Guerrilla Bars 3. They went through 17 Guerrilla Bars, and then he went to him. And we're saying, tightened it up like crazy. You know?
Yeah, for sure. It got real clean, but this was still, it was like that. I don't know, man, like that young Kylo Ren, just like that raw power just coming off of it. That's just,
I'm always down for a good Star Wars reference.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if that's gonna be welcome or not.
A lot of people don't like the new.
That's true.
Trilogy.
It's a different kind of politics we probably should steer away from.
That's true. All right, man. So
it was dope.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Give us your evaluation. Give us your score. What do you got?
I gotta say, out of a 10 possible, Venice Beach residents.
Sure.
I gotta go. I gotta go 9 bridesmaids and
All right.
I'm gonna go 3/4 PC baby.
Okay.
9.75.
I mean, for a split second there, I thought you were having a stroke. You're okay?
I was really having a hard time not just giving the full 10.
Look, hey, and to be fair to everybody out there who's going to stomp on this dude, he gave a 10 for Omegle, and we got to all agree that he's gotten better with the Omegles, quite honestly.
I think that's probably true overall, like just the cleanliness. But that, I mean, he earned that for real. He earned that
cleanliness next to godliness, and we all consider H Mack a rap god.
Oh yeah. And
all right, now,
now
we're talking about
I'm pumped.
A person we think of as an improv god.
Yeah, for real.
Maybe one of the greatest improv just creators, but on the MC tip, like he does a lot. He spits a lot of bars, and people didn't really know this about Wayne Brady, but man, he's probably Hall of Fame for comedy, musical, the coalescing,
commingling, the intercourse.
Whoa, not during Corona.
Fair enough. You're right.
Wear
boundaries.
Wear that distance. All right, here we go. Let's get into this. 5 fingers.
Fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Wayne Brady.
Come on. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yeah, just got some music.
As you're freestyling, I'm not going to throw words out.
Right.
You're going to pick questions out of the sack in your rhyme, read the question, and find a way to answer it while you're flowing.
The mysterious fingers of death.
Right, stay on beat.
Now, has anyone else done this? So this is brand new.
This is the first time
I'm breaking this in.
Yo, H Mack will play.
Oh, yeah, he killed the sack.
Sack of words. He blow that sack out the water, son.
H Mack coming back with the sack.
Also, make sure everybody hits that subscribe button, that like, throw some comments in there.
Oh, have I subscribed? Oh, that's right. I subscribed earlier.
Okay.
We just got Curtis Magic on the subscription list.
So you gotta read the question while you freestyle it and answer.
Oh, he's giving him sentence structure.
All right, wow.
He's got
choreography too.
Harry does this in his sleep.
You are now entering the 5 fingers of death.
I'm excited, man. Look at him.
These beats are
Wayne
always
Brady.
so
He's a little
hard.
bit nervous. He's Wayne Brady.
Oh, nervous. I like that. That's right.
Oh, what did I say?
This is just another have failed. It's the 5 fingers of death.
Wayne Brady, Sway in the Morning 2020, first 5 fingers of the year. I want all the MCs to watch this before you come up here. We ain't had a cypher yet. It's going to be the first cypher of 2020. He's going to set the bar. Sway in the
Are
Morning.
missing this Harry Mack magic. Come on, Sway, get with it.
Yes, wait, come on.
Yeah. Wayne Brady, a hyena. What you gonna talk about now, Wayne Brady?
Let's hear it, Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady, don't give a fuck how you feel. This is Mr. Wayne Brady. See me on Let's Make a Deal. CBS, I'm the best. I'm rocking the 5 fingers. You see me, no sweat or distress. You wanna come along? I got this rap in my hole. You got a mystery, sack shit, shining gold. You want this rhyme? Let me begin. I'ma take my first question when I'm reaching in. The question: does forgiveness come easy? Have to understand, forgiveness can make you queasy. I got a lot of people in my life through strife. And you see, I even forgave. Talked about my ex-wife. Talk about my kid. Talk about my job. Talk about how you don't hit me. Talk about you, Rob. But I praise and Allah God. I take it back because you see, forgiveness can be kind of hard. I got it. Let me flow. Let me flow.
All right.
To the second. Let me go. Let me go.
I mean, you're repeating some words. It's all good. Get it, Wayne Brady.
In this way that I know. You like that beat? I see you moving in your seat. For me to be on the show, shit, that's a treat. Hold for the second, give me question, let's begin again. This is for all of y'all, this is for the citizens. If I had to change my first name, what would it be? If I had to change my first name, well, let me see. My first name, let me see, would be great. It might be King because it would be ornate. Sitting on my goal. And you know that God made me.
Yeah.
First, my name, change it to King Wayne Brady. King Wayne Brady, and I'm sitting all alone. And you can't be with me, so I'm rocking on the throne. So call me Rock, call me the sun god. When I get funny, when I read on the side, you won't understand. Hold on, the paper got tangled.
He had an ancient Egyptian on him.
What's the fuck up? What's the biggest check that I've ever signed? Hold on for a second, got no concubines. Never paid a check to a woman to shut up, so let me see. The first check, oh, I got it. I paid about 100 grand on a car. See, that's kind of dumb when you realize exactly how far. That's the kind of shit that you do when you first not broke. The kind of shit you do when you get paid for telling jokes. I paid maybe a couple mil for a house. I paid for checks, gave some to
Getting into that history mode, sure.
Because I ain't no fool. I pay about 50 grand a year for private school.
Wayne Brady,
Okay.
That's a good ass education.
Rich people's probably.
Yeah.
In the bag.
Poor guy.
Right, she better.
What's that next question,
The worst
Wayne?
candy of all time now. Now here we go now. You wanna
Oh, we
know
went
the
musical.
answer that I'm gonna say now. Now here we go now. Now was the worst candy bar of all time.
Okay.
Now let me tell you, this ain't
Sampling
nothing
that,
because as far as
OPP.
candy bars, I don't eat none of them. But if I had to say to Mrs. and Misters, the worst ass candy bar is a Twizzler. I don't understand. Please just
Naughty by
tell me,
nature,
man,
that's what it is.
how can
Naughty
I
by
put
nature.
There you go.
licorice is in my mouth? These, I don't understand what the fuck. Then it's drastic. It's plastic. I tried to eat one once. It was a waste. Red and black, yellow ain't got no taste. How can the candy inside taste like a
Slips.
weapon that is wrapped on the outside? Here we go. I got one to go now. Now here we go now. I got one more question to answer. Now what's the biggest check I've ever received? You wouldn't believe. Now that's a matter of perspective. What's the biggest check that I ever received? Now let me respect it. The first check that I got when I was broke on ABC Who's Line, and this is no smoke to the
Hamilton.
executives that hired me the first time. But they try to get me on the okie doke because it's my first time starring on a show. They gave me like $15 and a handshake. Now what sense does that make? After the first show was finished, first though, I had a development deal and they offered me dough. I went from making .00 to making .0000, making big checks. My first development deal for about $250,000. Can you imagine that kind of money when you never had that kind of money? Spend it like a dummy.
I mean, he's getting some good beats. And he's
he's
got a
hyped
few
up.
bars. He's got a few bars.
But that was the first check. That was a good check. And in fact, I've still got it framed, Sway. I got it on a wall in my office because I understand when I did not have it that way, Sway. Yeah. Now here's a little fact of the matter. I came on here but not mad as a hatter. And see, I keep grooving to the speed that you got. I'm moving. When it comes to rhyme, damn, I got 20 other MCs when you come up in the neighborhood 2020. Remember, because please have fun. And when it comes to 5 fingers of the year, I'm the first one. I answered all the questions, do what I did, and that's it. We all finished, kid.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wayne Brady came through.
That's that golf clap from the wall.
Yeah, he came through. I mean, Sway's hype. Sway's super hype on it.
All in one. 2020. Off the top of the head.
All right.
True MC. So all the time at the top, and I don't know if you this freestyle I wrote last night. No. That is not, no. The freestyle is when you're searching for words and trying to put things together. You got
which, by the way, Harry Mack would have slayed. I'm just going to keep saying that.
Mack would have killed it.
Okay, all right, some Sway in the universe. Sway's universe. I don't even know the official name.
I mean, I'm glad that he does the, that Sway does what he does.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's legit. And look, I've heard Wayne Brady in other contexts. Like, obviously, this one was the first one from this year. Maybe it wasn't the best in terms of I didn't scour for an episode with Wayne Brady. I've heard him on some other stuff. I mean, he's a decent freestyle, but this goes back to this idea that, like, freestyle is not easy when it's subject driven. Like, I feel like a lot of times you'll watch guys freestyle and they're really just kind of arranging a lot of their own pocket rhymes, like you and I have talked about in the past, where it's, you got some things lined up that you were thinking about in the off hours. I'm not saying you wrote it, but you have it, sort of, in the holster, so you can go to them and bring that subject matter up. And I think the thing that makes it so tough, and look, props to Wayne Brady, like, he did it. He got these, questions that were he was being asked a question off top right on in the moment, and then he had to wrap a narrative about a question. Whereas, even with our boy Mac, but I will say today, I watched a happy hour where he talked to this cat, and I didn't know this, but this makes sense. Like, you and I have talked about the musicality of his approach to freestyling, and I guess he was a trained jazz drummer. Like, this was, like, he actually, I don't know if he studied in school, but he definitely has that in his background. Talked about it, geeked out about different, like Coltrane and Davis and all these different jazz guys.
Okay.
And even guys that I'd never heard of. I know kind of the surface jazz people. But anyway, all that to say, like, real talk, Wayne Brady took some suggestions that weren't just one word suggestions, but they were a complicated, sentence structure, like, hey, tell us how much your biggest check was. Well, first you got to put that in the line, then you got to figure out how to make that part of the bar, and then you got to answer the question. So,
yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, man. No, I think that is all well said. I would add that I have a theory about why Wayne Brady just now did not do what I thought he could do.
Okay.
What I thought he would do. The theory is.
Oh, so you're saying he did not
rise
to expectations.
That was not prime Wayne Brady. Sure. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And I believe the reason is.
But real quick, I am going to interject that you and I both said this isn't, Omegle Bars. Guerrilla Bars 3, right? Not prime H. So
it's kind of random. So that's do with that what you will, viewers.
Right.
Because it is what it is. Yeah, it's not like the best of versus the best of. It's just like these two selections go to head, and we see what happens. But that's life, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, how often is it like the best? We talked about NBA in the past. Like, how often is it that the best players bring their best game at the same game? It's like,
right. No,
usually it doesn't go down that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, but I would say that it was not at his best. I think if anything threw him, it wasn't the spontaneity of the bag, because he did
of the question. Sure. Right.
They were personal questions.
Right.
That got him locked into he wasn't being inventive. He was trying to legit answer honestly, based on his own life. And so what he wasn't doing is what Mac would have been doing, which is like looking all around and calling, like referencing things in the room, taking the stuff in his information, processing all that data at rapid speed. Wayne Brady was locked in. We talked about this before too. A lot of freestyles, they get locked in. They almost like don't even look at, they're not focusing on other people.
They're not observational.
And
they're
trying
not
they're trying to make things work. And like Harry Mack's just like, no, I'm going to take it and use it all. That's what makes him this dope.
And now you've seen in the Omegle bars as well as in some of the happy hours, people will just hold up objects. You know what I mean? Like they're constantly trying to give him information to see if he can bring that in. And all the while, like you're watching him put together, like Curtis said in the last video, like he's creating full on songs, right? And even we've seen in some where he's actually putting in a hook and and a full chorus and things like that. And so when you're thinking about it from that perspective, props, Wayne Brady, right? Like you got these 5 beats, they're going to change. They're not, cadences aren't, the beat layers aren't always the same. And we haven't seen Harry, even though he's done multiple beats in all his videos, we haven't seen him do, a full set of bars in one scheme or in one, for one beat sequence, and then immediately have to transition into another beat sequence for more. Not that, look, how I feel.
Right.
He can do it.
Right.
It's not even a question. It's just you haven't seen it. And
last week we did that happy hour with Mrgij, and he was all over that change. Like
the change didn't even.
He felt that it was in his bones. It was not an issue. And to me, the thing that was also a little bit slightly disappointing about Wayne Brady is that he had those 5 different beats that they were all pretty. They were pretty sick beats. They were decent beats. And they all kind of felt like whose line, though? You know what I'm saying? All just a little bit.
What we've commented, and if you watch the videos, you've seen us. We talk about the double time. We talk about the scheme switches. We talk about, the cadence switches.
Mm-hmm. And the references of the hip hop legends. You hear that,
right. Yeah, like like we called out that like that DMX style or that Who was it? Was it a Tupac one?
He had Pac before. There's definitely some Eminem today.
Right.
You hear these different artists that he's like calling
influence.
Upon.
Right.
Yeah.
And that. So when we talk about cadence and rhythm and sort of the double time and the switch, Wayne gave us none of that. Like we didn't pretty much stayed standard the whole time. So
it was very Drew Carey.
Yeah. And that's and going back to like what we said we were going to do kind of at the top of the channel is we're looking at it from that improv lens, right? Where we're saying you're getting a one-word suggestion and you're building a narrative and a story out of it. And he was his hand was kind of forced. Like this wasn't a one word where he gets to build an independent story. Like you said, hey, if I ask you the question, tell me about your biggest check, that limits all the things you can talk about. He's trying to answer the
question as Wayne Brady instead of what Wayne Brady does so well is he becomes a character. He emulates a personality, and then he's calling upon the genre. Like what he does great is he'll reference genre issues, and like we were talking about specificity before. Like he's very good at that kind of stuff, and he did have a couple moments of it, but he didn't rise his potential because I think he was locked in on sort of like telling his story.
And that's look, cool. And real talk, as we've said, and as if you're an H-Mac stan, then Harry's been doing this for 18 years, and Wayne's been in the game for a minute. But let's be honest, Wayne Brady doesn't focus on freestyle raps.
Right.
Right.
Harry's not
So-
trying to make a deal.
It'll be interesting to see. I got a couple of guys that I want to bring into the mix on these midweek, versus trying to get Harry, trying to put that plugs in. Hey, put them in the comments and make your shout outs and
Yeah,
go to
let us
Sway's
know.
channel and be like, yo, you need to put Harry Mack on those 5 fingers and see
Yeah.
what happens. So,
Yeah.
all right, man.
We gotta get to it though, right? I think we've foamed the runway here enough.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll give you out of a possible 10, let's say a British whose line that is it anyways.
Oh, British. Yeah, the original, the OG.
I'll give it let's see, I'll give it 8.5 Ryan Styles's with a Colin Mockery.
Come
with
on.
like a half a Colin Mockery in
A
there.
9 for real? All right, yeah, no, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
That might be a little high.
Might be generous.
I mean, yeah, maybe I'll go. You know what? I mean, I can do. It's our show, right? GD.
Yeah, you can change your mind.
I'm gonna go with 7. I'm gonna go with 7 Ryan Styles's and a half a Colin Mockery.
So 7.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like
hear you.
I've heard Wayne Brady do better.
hear
I've
you.
heard Wayne Brady do better. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Those of you who might be interested, we had a Patreon dropping. If you want to support the channel, we got some special Patreon only type of events that you can be a part of. So come check that out. And we're gonna put you got to come to the link. Go to the link down in the description, and you will be able to get there and do that. And also,
I hope it's affordable.
Yeah, of course. Is $100 a week affordable?
100. Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Nah, we wouldn't do that to nobody. Anyway, come through. Again, hit that subscribe, smash those likes, give us comments, give us more opportunities for us to serve you your friends.
We're gonna do this again and again. It's
One of the Patreon
Magic and Uncle Cheers show. Curtis
levels will be
Magic and
keep
Uncle
Curtis
Cheers
from singing.
show.
If you pay us a certain amount of money, he won't
Yeah,
sing anymore.
that's the highest tier.
Also, I wanted to really quick check in and see, did you ever get back in touch with what was her name?
Reagan.
Yeah,
Reagan. Yeah. Oh,
how's she doing?
She's good. She got herself some therapy. So,
is it okay that you have her number?
I don't know. I asked her mom, hey, is this cool? And her mom was like, puff, whatever, 2020.
All right. Make sure to come through, smash that like, smash that subscribe. And tune in next time for more Harry Mack content.
Come on.
The lid's still on the bottom.
Oh, that was going to be fire. It's going to be liquid.
Keep it full.